Hi there. Someone recently asked me how things have been going since I posted my coming out video in August of 2015. It took me a little bit to formulate an answer because it's been 9 months, but I found it worthwhile to think about because a lot of good things have happened. So I thought I'd make a short update video for those of you who care. The biggest surprise initially was how many people actually care about me personally. It was a bit overwhelming, the kind words and texts and messages from other Christians, particularly those in my church. I felt validated and loved. Again, this wasn't a surprise to many since I started sharing this part of my life with close friends in 2007, but it gave me a fresh chance to be open and honest with even more people. I wanted to respect a lot of the relationships I already had before I put out the video, so I made sure I didn't surprise some of my coworkers and a Bible study that I co-lead at my church, and I think doing that built a foundation of honesty and respect in those relationships that continues today. And actually, I had just shared my story with most of my siblings just a few short months prior to my putting out the video, so I think it was a bigger adjustment for many others than it was for me. My parents and pastors already knew, of course, but I think there are varying degrees of certainty as to whether I should make a public video. Regardless, the legwork of telling people ahead of time gave me more support when I dropped the bomb, so to speak. But at the time, I was still very nervous when my finger hovered over the button to post the video. I've had many conversations since then, and even some of my friends and family have been able to use my story to engage with others. Some fruit has been immediately evident, but a lot of it probably remains to be seen. Some in my church have come out to me and are at different places of reconciling their faith and their feelings. Some are just relieved to know that someone else is going through what they're going through. For some, my story restored their hope in the church and inspired them to give their faith another chance. Some gained the courage to make hard choices about their path. I've been able to dialogue with people who disagree with me, find common ground, and share the reason for my hope. I wish I could be even more specific because it's been inspiring to me, but I want to respect others' privacy. There's nothing better than knowing that my story has helped another person or challenged their thinking, even just a little bit. But in the long run, though, I think the person that's been impacted most is me. I feel more free than ever to be honest about my life, even if it's messy. Being okay with being messy has helped me be a better friend. I'm less judgmental. It's helped me accept others' help and imperfectly let God be the true source of life that He wants to be to me. I've had to own my faith in a fresh way, especially when people ask me hard questions. Is Jesus really worth it? Where is life and enjoyment truly found? Is Christianity still legit? What about well-meaning Christians who say I can have Jesus and a boyfriend? The struggle is real, but that doesn't make my faith any less so. Faith is messy. I don't think faith can be neat and tidy. And on top of that, Christianity doesn't make all your problems go away, but it does change who you are and what's important. My sexuality is not the most important thing about me. And even if you're not a Christian, your sexuality is not the most important thing about you. You are so much more than that. And for me, as a Christian, my identity comes from what Christ, through the Bible, says about me. And I can safely say that right now, He is worth it. He's worth the tension of having gay feelings but not acting out on them. I'm continuing to learn and grow, and I'm more hopeful than ever. So it's still my mission to keep good conversation going. Sexuality is not something historically that the church has been very good at addressing with compassion. Singleness and celibacy isn't even addressed that much, unless it's a path to straight marriage. And then it's not hard to be reminded of what people outside the church think about a biblical sexual ethic. So it's easy for me to feel marginalized and misunderstood at times, even if it's not always true. I will say that my church has not spoken much to this particular tension of faith. Much of my knowledge has come from my own reading and research. But what they have given me is a reasonably secure place to belong while I walk this path. I want to keep contributing to better listening and conversation, to keep reminding myself and others that we're all trying to figure life out, and that Jesus really does have the answers. If you didn't get a chance to watch my original coming out video, you can click the link here, or you can find it in the description of this video. And if we haven't had a chance to talk yet, I'd love to fix that. Thank you for watching this video, and I really do wish you the best.